Let's set the stage. The year is 2011, and gaming is in a very serious place.
You should have acted. They're already here. The Elder Scrolls told of their return. Their defeat was merely a delay. To the time after Oblivion opened. When the Sons of Skyrim would spill their own blood. But no one wanted to believe they even existed.
Arguably one of the best years for gaming, we had some insane releases this year. Portal 2, Arkham City, Skyrim, Battlefield 3, Gears of War 3, Modern Warfare 3, Infamous 2. The list goes on. But don't all these games start to look the same? Dark, gray, gritty. I was looking for something a little different. I found that with Saints Row the Third. It wasn't just a game, it was a vibe shift. We went from mandatory tactical camouflage to a world where the highest form of respect was achieved while wearing a purple pimp suit and a luchador mask. This game looked at the dark, self-serious 2011 landscape, and it didn't just ignore it. It actually mocked it. It handed us the customization slider and said, be the most ridiculous person you can imagine. And the world of Steelport still took us seriously. The instant freedom to put on a purple pimp suit and fly a VTOL while firing a dubstep gun, that was the promise. It guaranteed me that this was a sandbox built on one fundamental rule: unbridled, consequence-free fun. By the time Saints Row the Third starts, the Saints aren't just a street gang. They are A-list celebrities. They've transcended crime and entered the world of brand management. This is the game's satirical genius. The core conflict with the criminal organization, the Syndicate, starts out as a gang rivalry, but this battle quickly escalates when the military force STAG intervenes, forcing you to fight a three-way war against traditional crime, high-tech thugs, and the government itself. This commitment to the ridiculousness starts with the boss. The customization is designed to allow for maximum conflicting absurdity. You can mix a three-piece tuxedo with a luchador mask and a pair of light-up roller skates, or just wear nothing at all. And here's the most important part. The game treats this ridiculousness and looks seriously. No one in Steelport bats an eye. The game's cinematics, characters, and plot maintain a straight face even while your 7-foot-tall purple alien boss wearing a leather harness and a Viking helmet is signing checks. And I couldn't finish this section without mentioning the voices you can select. You've got options like the guttural zombie, or the perpetually annoyed Russian spy.
That reminds me of you.
But by far, and my personal favorite,
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
the world of Steelport needed enemies worthy of the Saints' absurdity. And the Syndicate delivers 3 distinct gangs that embody a different type of menace. And just to be clear, they're not palette swaps, they are integral to the game's sense of place, making every turf war feel unique. First, we've got the Morning Stars. These are the refined, well-dressed European antagonists led by Philippe Loin. Their members roam in expensive, sleek vehicles and wear sharp black and red suits. And whatever the fuck this is. They provide the necessary contrast. They are the traditional, serious crime your chaotic gang is actively rebelling against. Next we have the Deckers, led by the cyber hacker Matt Miller. These people are the ultimate expression of the game's willingness to genre hop. Their members wear glowing, neon-lined armor and drive Tron-like vehicles that look like they belong in a futuristic racing game. Their HQ is located on the Burns Hills reactors, and their fights are defined by their use of digital combat and glowing swords. They provide the science fiction element that takes the absurdity to the next level. Finally, there are the luchadors. These are the muscle, the heavy hitters, led by Killbane, a literal professional wrestler. Their members are often large, masked, and stripped down to show off the bulk. They drive classic muscle cars and heavy trucks. Their stronghold is naturally located near the city's wrestling arenas. They bring the old school brawling physical turf war back into the mix, ensuring that even when you are exploding a digital enemy, you still have to occasionally brawl a guy in a wrestling mask. These three factions guarantee that every minute spent in Steelport feels fresh. And last but not least, we have the government intervention. The true escalation, which comes in the form of STAG, the Special Tactical Anti-Gang Unit. They are the government's military response to the uncontrollable gang war in Steelport. Suddenly, you're not just fighting rival thugs. You're fighting hover tanks, aerial drones, and futuristic jet bikes. STAG is the final ultimate hurdle, representing the establishment trying to shut down your party, and forcing you to steal military hardware just to survive the consequences. Oh, the absurdity. But fighting a three-way war against corporate thugs, hackers, and the government requires more than just a good suit. It demands an arsenal that matches our level of insanity. Let's talk about the weapons. Before we get to the sharks and the sex toys, we have to acknowledge that the base gunplay in Saints Row III is fantastic. The standard weapons, the SMGs, the shotguns, and the heavy rifles, all feel powerful and punchy. They have enough satisfying oomph that makes clearing a warehouse full of syndicate thugs feel genuinely good. The game gives you a perfectly functional, effective arsenal. But even the normal guns lean into the spectacle a little bit. You can upgrade an assault rifle until it looks like something designed for a sci-fi. The game ensured that your primary tools for destruction were satisfying to use, laying the necessary foundation for the chaos to come. Now we take that strong foundation, and we build a tower of stupidity on it. Starting with the iconic statement piece, the Penetrator. Yes, the giant purple dildo bat. It's not just a sight gag, it is fully modeled, fully functional, and genuinely effective. It embodies the game's core attitude, a complete and total lack of shame. This aggressive humor extends to the dedicated novelty weapons. These aren't just silly skins, they are the new mechanics built around the weapons. You have the Shark-O-Matic gun, which will tag an enemy, forcing a great white shark to burst from the concrete pavement and devour them. The game ensures you do not have to grind early for fun. The VTOL jet, an aircraft capable of vertical takeoff and landing, is handed to you early on. You can go from street-level combat to airborne supremacy in minutes. And let's not forget the utility of calling in backup. Your homies are great, but sometimes your passenger is a literal Siberian tiger chilling in the front seat. The game constantly offers these moments of high-value fun with minimal effort required from the player. In most games, taking damage is a penalty. In Saints Row III, it's a career path. Insurance fraud is incredible. The goal is simple. Maximize your body trauma by throwing yourself into oncoming traffic to rack up huge medical bills for cash. The activity turns vehicular self-harm into a physics puzzle. You need to activate your ragdoll at precisely the right moment to get hit and chain together massive multi-car pile-ups for more score. It's an Olympic sport for sadists. The better you are at destroying your body, the bigger the reward. Next, we have the bizarre acid trip known as
Professor Genki's Super Ethical Reality Climax.
Time to see how the game is played.
You are placed in a maze and told to shoot people dressed as oversized cat mascots and bunnies, all the while navigating ethical traps and using novelty oversized weapons. Is this a satirical jab at over-the-top Japanese game shows? Is it a critique on consumer culture? Or is it just sheer chaotic, inexplicable madness? The honest answer is, it doesn't really fucking matter. The joy of the activity is in its pure, unadulterated fun. You're rewarded for high score kills with giant cartoon heads exploding. The game never stops to explain the why of Genki, it just provides the fun. The commitment to joy over logic is a defining feature of the whole experience. Even the most basic activity templates are enhanced with absurdity. Mayhem hands you a tank and tells you to destroy the city block. The best example of this reinvention is the escort mission. While it sounds simple, one of the later variations has you driving around the city, keeping a literal Siberian tiger calm in the passenger seat by driving responsibly, and avoiding any sudden turns or crazy stunts. You are actively penalized for engaging in the exact kind of chaos the game constantly encourages. It's brilliant friction. So all in all, the activities aren't a chore. They're a showcase. They take the best base elements, the physics, the weapons, and the lack of shame, and turn them into mandatory side quests that keep the player in a state of delighted, weaponized stupidity. So, what have we learned? Saints Row III is more than just a fun game. It is the perfect antithesis to the serious open world games of its era. It gave us a sandbox where our actions had no moral consequence, only hilarious physical ones. It didn't try to be The Godfather or The Wire, it was a Saturday morning cartoon with explosions. This is a game that had no fear of being stupid, and that is precisely why it became a masterpiece. In a crowded genre, it chose to be unique, colorful, and completely unhinged. It respected our right to be a complete idiot, and in doing so, created one of the most memorable gaming experiences of the 2010s. I mean, think about it. Where else can you fly a VTOL jet while wearing a giant pirate hat and swinging a dildo bat? Now, I want to know, what was your favorite ridiculous moment or weapon from Saints Row III? Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the breakdown of the ultimate sandbox for weaponized stupidity. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.
You remember this? Come on.
Yeah. Just sing on key this time, man. Early in the morning, rise into the street. Light me up that cigarette and I strap my shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why my money's all gone. I got a Dalmatian and I can still get high. I can play the guitar like a motherfucking riot. Yeah, at least I can play the bloody guitar, right? You can't play a lick, mate.
Come on, man. Get into it. Come on.
Well, life is too short to love the one you got. You might get run over or you might get shot. Bang! Never start a standing, I just got it off my chest. Never had to battle with no bulletproof vest. Hey, take a small example, take a tip from me. Take all your money, give it all to charity. Love is, it's within my reach. And the sublime star was straight from Long Beach. It all comes back, you finally get deserved. Try